I know it's disappointing, but don't give up on us. We're going to go to work. We're going to continue to work. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a long road, but we're going to get better. We're going to be a good football team. Give Colorado credit. Tonight came out and exploited us in a lot of ways. Number one would probably have to be speed on the perimeter. Did a great job of getting the ball outside on the edges and made play after play. Didn't put them in any compromising situations. I don't know if they had a third down the whole first half. First and second downs, everything was easy to them. At the end of the day, we got whipped, and that's the bottom line. And it's a bottom line business. I know it. Our coaches know it. It's not the standard that we want, but we will go to work, and we will be a good football team this year. Questions?
What was it about Colorado's offense that made them so hard to stop?
They got the ball in the perimeter over and over. We did not get off blocks outside. They did a great job of running the speed sweeps. They did a great job of running those screens that looked like passes early on. They were safe passes for Montez where they were throwing the ball behind the line and blocking downfield. And you got to get off blocks. You got to win your one-on-one battles, and we did not. I think he's 22 of 25. They were able to rush the ball effectively with some speed sweeps and just got the ball on the edge. And we got to get guys. We got to get guys down. You got to get off blocks. And we did not do that.
Was it disappointing some of the lessons weren't learned from last week?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's disappointing, Mike. You got your ass kicked, all right? And they were a better football team tonight. And first thing we got to do is we got to fix ourselves. We got to fix ourselves, offense and defense and special teams, and that's not going to be easy, but it will get done. You go back to work. I mean, I don't you want me to give some magical damn answer. You go back to work. I mean.
Coach, with the quarterbacks, obviously saw Colin Hill make his debut today. What's that situation going to be like?
Well, I mean, Colin's been practicing. Colin's been cleared to play. But at the end of the day, the guy's 5 months out from an ACL. And I do not want to rush Colin Hill, but it was good to get him 2 series tonight. Probably wasn't the best opportune time in this ball game, but to get his feet wet and get a little confidence, I think that'll be good moving forward. I think you're going to expect to see, both of them play, but we still got a long season, and I'm probably going to keep Colin Hill on a pitch count as we go forward, just because of where he's at with his ACL. No, I just made a decision on Thursday that I was going to be down. Obviously I, couldn't move. There was a lot of adrenaline. I was able to move a little bit and think I was able to function fine there. I wanted to be down there with our team and look them in the eye and talk to them. That's where I belong on the sideline. That's where I'll be the rest of the year.
Did you call the plays?
I did not call the plays. Like I said, going into the game, Ronnie Letson was calling the plays.
In your third series, you were able to make an adjustment, find something to do offensively. But what did you see mostly up front?
Well, they kicked our butt up front. We lost the battle of the line of scrimmage, offense and defensively. We were unable to establish any run. Offensively, it's hard. Offensively, when you don't have explosive plays. And that one drive, we had a couple of explosive plays that got them on their heels. But when you have no explosive plays and you don't get a defense on your heels, it's hard sledding. We've got 19 third downs. That's too many. We got to be able to way to generate explosive plays. So that's going back to what I said of fixing us and figuring out how to create explosive plays, which they did a great job of creating explosive plays. If you're sitting there and it's 2-1, it's going to be too hard. Gotten too many third and longs. They were able to play drop 8 to cover 2 Tampa. They were able to play drop 8 quarters and force the ball underneath. We had some early on. We had some one-on-one shots, that we maybe could have took some more. But once the game, after they, had that big play when they were backed up, the second half it was playing cover 2 to Preston and felt like they could stop the run, playing a too high safety defense. Where early on, we had some single stuff and were able to, move the ball a little bit there in the first half.
Seemed like the play calling in the second half was a lot more conservative than last week in the second half.
Well, I just said that. Okay, it's hard to. Hawaii's playing a different defense than they were. They were playing coverage, drop 8. Cover 2 and quarters. It's hard to push the ball downfield, and the ball's got to go underneath. A lot of times it did, and we didn't execute the underneath stuff. First 2 drives in the second half, we dropped 2 balls. All right, that were resulted in first downs that maybe kept the drive going. They were underneath throws. We got to check down to BC. We miss him. We throw it high, and then it's going to be probably 3rd and 2. You got to work the underneath coverage when they're playing that. Play calls were similar, but the ball's got to go underneath with the coverage they're playing. It's 3rd and 14. We got them backed up. We run a pressure. We don't cover number 3. We blow an assignment. Okay, now they go up 25, and it's basically we're going to play coverage, and we're not going to give them a big play.
Coach,
It's not rocket science.
how much of a factor was Colorado's speed and tempo early on in the game, just to the 14-0 hole that you guys kind of find yourself in? Do you think your defense was a little bit flat-footed to start the game, especially in the first quarter?
I think they did a great job of getting the ball on the perimeter. They had a great plan, and we did not get off the blocks from the nickel or the corner. We did not run outside, inside out. They blocked us on the perimeter and utilized their speed.
You talked 2 weeks in a row now about you losing individual battles, but for you to improve, you start off with just challenging your players.
Yeah, it's just basically just challenged them in there. It was challenged. Now, it wasn't a beat down session. It's basically you got your tail whipped. We got to fix ourselves. We got to listen. We got to take caution. It's not about words. It's about action. That's what it's about. And if we'll go to work and if we have action, then we'll get there. Okay. And I told them I didn't. Everybody in the world is going to doubt. Everybody in the world is going to write this football team off. Okay. But it's what you do as a team and as a family and going to work every single day. And if we do that, we'll have a chance to be a good football team, okay? Right now, nobody in this dang room thinks that, but I believe that.
Coach, how important was it for you to be on the field no matter how much you did?
Well, it was very important. Last week was, really leading up to that first game was very difficult. 10 days in the hospital and basically coming back on Wednesday. It was a hard week the week before. This week was still a hard week, but I felt I needed to be down there. Our players are hurting every play too. I can walk, I can move. I'm going to be down there, hopefully I keep getting better, day by day. But that didn't affect anything as far as the outcome. That didn't affect how we played. It was good to get down there, and I plan on being down there the rest of the year.